And tonight is Stories for Children. And we have with us, now, if my memory is serving me right, Florida. Is that right?
That's correct.
Absolutely. We have all the way from Florida. And this is, I was just talking about this, and it's fantastic that we are coming out of Waleed in Marrakesh is running the works. I'm announcing it from this wonderful festival field in up near, where are we? Durham, near Durham in Suffolk in the UK. And I was the other week, I was up near Louis in Stamford. And Debra, our teller for tonight.
Yes.
Is in Florida. Fantastic. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of Assembled Company, please put your hands together for Debra Weller.
It's great.
Take it away, Debra.
It's great to be with everyone. And thank you, John, and World Storytelling Cafe. To my friends in Morocco, Marrakesh, I'm so grateful. And those in other places, I see Latifa has joined us, and I met her in Marrakesh. So I'm grateful to have everyone here tonight. I want to tell you a story, spin you a yarn, take you on a magic trip here and beyond. Bring your imagination and a happy smile. Please gather round, sing along, listen for a while. Just 1 week ago, I was traveling on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, going to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, St. Martin, and in Antigua. I was able to go to a rain forest. Have you ever been to a rain forest? Some animals that could be in a rainforest are sloths, butterflies, fruit-eating bats, armadillos, and there's spider monkeys, frogs, and all kinds of insects, and including birds of a feather. So I'd like to introduce you to my friend tonight. This is Papagayo, who lives in a rainforest. Chaka, chaka, chaka. Oh, I see another friend. Hello. It's great to have him with us. And Papagayo, you have a story to tell us. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do. Well, Papagayo, help me to tell this story. In the rainforest, deep, deep underneath the canopy, the spider monkeys went from tree to tree. The armadillos would come out at night, and the sloths would awaken at night. But during the day, Papagayo was the king, and Papagayo was noisy. You can help me if you'd like to make his sounds. Caca, caca, caca. And that's how he did it. Caca, caca, caca. Papagayo flew all over the forest in the daytime, making such noise. He would awaken the butterflies and send them fluttering here and there. Caca, caca. He would drop nuts onto the head of the armadillo. Caca, caca, caca. And he would trick the spider monkey and steal his fruit. Caca, caca, caca. Oh, Papagayo, are you naughty? Well, the animals think I'm naughty. Papagayo, you're so noisy during the day. do you ever rest? I rest at night. And the animals who were nocturnal and came out at night were so glad that Papagayo would rest. For you see, when they came out at night, the sugar moon was in the sky. And those nocturnal animals, the sloth, the spider monkey, the beautiful nocturnal creatures, they loved their sugar moon. And when the sugar moon would shine on them, they would sing their songs. And they would sing these lullabies all night long. And then they would sleep during the day. And each morning, as soon as the sun rose, Papagayo would start squawking. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. And the poor nocturnal creatures would say, Papagayo, be quiet. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. Oh, Papagayo, can you please be quiet? Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. And he'd make his noise day in and day out, and every now and then the other animals would beg him, Papagayo, please shut your beak. Oh, did you want to do it? No, I love my daytime. Papagayo would go to sleep at night, and the night creatures were awakened. But on this very night, deep, deep in the ruins of an ancient city, the ghost of a moon-eating dog awakened. And he was hungry, he was thin, and he began to climb on the stairs of the stars, all the way toward the moon. The night creatures were watching, and they saw this ghostly dog with sharp teeth coming closer and closer to the moon, and they became very frightened. And the dog took a bite of the moon and climbed back amongst the stars, right to the ancient ruined city. What are we gonna do? What are we going to do? Said the sloth. I don't know, said the monkey. I'm scared. And they tried to go to sleep, and Papagayo was awake the next morning. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. And the animal said, Papagayo, we didn't sleep well. Please be quiet. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. And then Sloth spoke to Papagayo. Papagayo, you need to be quieter, but we need your help. My help? What do you need my help for? Papagayo, the ghost of the dog that eats the moon awakened last night, and he ate part of our sugar moon. Ate the moon? Oh no! Papagayo, can you help us? I'll try. Papagayo flew around all day thinking of how he could help the animals. And normally he would go to sleep at night, but he agreed to stay up. And he waited with the sloth, the spider monkey, the armadillo, the frogs, the insects, until the moon arose. And the moon came with that bite taken out of it. Oh no! And deep in the ancient ruins, the sleeping dog awakened, the moon-eating dog, and he again started his way across the night sky, stepping on the stars and the clouds until he came to the moon. And this time he took another bite out of the moon. Feeling satisfied, he swirled among the night sky and went back to the ruins. Papagayo, you see what's happening? Do you see? I saw him. I don't know what to do yet, but we can't be afraid. But we are afraid, Papagayo. He'll eat our moon and we'll have no moonlight. Can we do something? I have an idea. What is it, Papagayo? Listen. And they all started to listen. When the dog comes back, I want you to make the loudest noises you can. We can do that, said the spider monkey. We can do that, said the sloth. Ribbit, said the frog. We can do it. Get some rest. So they rested. Papagayo took a little nap too, but he flitted around and got the fruit to eat and the nuts to crack. But at sunset, he joined the night creatures. They sang their song first, but it wasn't as beautiful as it had been before because there was fear in their voices. And they waited patiently. And now the moon was just less than half of the moon. Back in the ancient city, the ghost of the dog who ate the moon awakened. And again, he was getting fatter now that he had eaten the moon, but he could still fly through the sky and walk among the stars. And this time he came and took another bite of the moon, leaving just a sliver. When Papagayo said, "Now!" and all of the animals, they began to rumble. They began to tap onto the trees, and they went and they made a huge noise, so much so that the moon-eating dog stopped. He was startled and he growled, but he was scared, and they continued their sounds. It was so loud that the moon-eating dog flew through the sky faster than they had ever seen him. And he dug a hole deep beneath the ruins, and he vowed never to return again. The animals only had a sliver moon left. It will come back. It will come back. Do you think so? Do you really think our moon will come back? Yes, it will, said everyone. We all can rejoice. And they did just that. They sang and they danced by the light of the silver moon. They thanked Papagayo for helping them to solve the problem of the moon eater. And in a short few weeks, they looked up in the sky, and the sugar moon was back. And Papagayo, he made noise still, caw, caw, caw. But the animals, they all learned to love him, for he had saved them and the moon. Papagayo, Papagayo. This story is attributed to, possibly, it has many places, Costa Rica or other places that have rainforest. I hope you will have a chance, like my friend Papagayo, to travel to a rainforest, to listen to the waterfalls, and to see the animals. I was in a rainforest in Australia at night, and there I saw the glowworms and the wallabies and the owls who came out at night. Papagayo, thank you for telling us that story. Well, because I was on the sea, thank you so much. Louis, I hope you liked the story of the moon-eating dog and all of the friends who are with us tonight. And next, it's time for some singing. Do you like berries? Who likes berries? Strawberries? Oh, yes. Who likes raspberries? Blueberries. I like berries too. Well, this is a song about picking berries. And you can join along if you care to, but you'll want to listen first to hear the pattern. Oh, me and my mama gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my mama gonna pick a pint today. Me and my mama gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my mama gonna pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Now you can clap if you'd like. It changes a little bit. It was first me and my mama. Now it's me and my papa. Me and my papa gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my papa gonna pick a pint today. Me and my papa gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my papa gonna pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Now, how about a brother? Me and my brother gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my brother gonna pick a pint today. Me and my brother gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my brother gonna pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Well, maybe you want to invite your sister. Me and my sister gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my sister gonna pick a pint today. Me and my sister gonna pick a pint of berries. Me and my sister gonna pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint today. Well, we had everybody in there do it. So now you might want to jump down, turn around, pick a pint of berries. Jump down, turn around, pick a pint a day. Jump down, turn around, pick a pint of berries. Jump down, turn around, pick a pint a day. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint a day. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint of berries. Oh, Lordy, pick a pint a day. Pick a pint a day. Pick a pint a day. Thank you for participating in that story. It has another version called Me and My Mama Gonna Pick a Bale of Cotton. And it's an American folk song. I changed it today because I was thinking about berries and I thought it would be fun to pick those berries at the last of our summer season. Are you enjoying your summer season? It's very hot where I live in Florida. It is very hot. I'm home in my air conditioning to stay cool. We have about another month of summer here in Florida. And we like to get our thunderstorms in the afternoon. But I'm thinking of being at the ocean to cool off. I live 5 miles from the ocean. I can drive in my car and be on the beach. And I'm thinking right now of a fish, slippery fish, sliding in the water, slippery fish, slippery fish. Oh no! Along came an octopus, 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 squiggling in the water. Octopus, octopus, squiggling in the water. Oh no! Along came a tuna fish and went gulp, gulp, gulp. Tuna fish, flashing in the water. Tuna fish, oh no! Along came a shark. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Fierce little shark, lurking in the water. Fierce little shark, lurking in the water. Oh no! Along came a humongous whale. But the whale didn't want to eat the shark. That's not what whales eat. Go away, shark. And the shark went away. And now we have the beautiful, humongous whale. Humongous whale, spouting in the water. Humongous whale, spouting in the water. And it went all the way around in the ocean. But I am thinking of something that can be in the ocean. When I was in the water last week at Great Stirrup Cay in the Bahamas, they were floating in the water. These creatures are translucent. Sometimes they have long, dangling tentacles, but they have no bones today in our time. But a long, long time ago, jellyfish had bones. The jellyfish could crawl on the land, and the jellyfish could swim in the water. they had a backbone. Long time ago, way beneath the waves, down deep in a kingdom under the sea, there were sea dragons who lived as a family. There was a king sea dragon, a queen sea dragon, and their son, the prince. And the king and the queen came to their son one day and said, "My dear son, you are getting of an age when you need to go out on your own and find a family and a kingdom of your own and build a castle." "I don't want to. I like living here. I don't want to. Don't make me do it." "Well, dear, we have arranged for you a very fancy ball in 3 days. And I have invited all the sea dragon princesses from around the kingdom to come so that you can choose one to be your wife." "I'm not ready to get married. You can't make me get married. What are you thinking, Mother?" "Well, the invitations have been sent. Maybe you'll be surprised." "I'm not happy about this at all." "Son, your mother has already made the arrangements. We expect you to show up in your proper clothing, dashing for the evening, and just enjoy it." "I don't think I can." Well, the news was sent on the seahorses throughout the kingdom, and they read the decree. "There will be a ball in 3 days at the kingdom and the palace of the sea dragons. All eligible young women are invited to look their best, and everyone else to be fancy in their best clothing as well. Be dapper, be dashing, and come to the ball." Well, that set off a scurry and flurry of activity. The octopuses were practicing in front of shiny objects beneath the sea that had fallen below, perhaps broken mirrors. And they changed their color and flashed their tentacles. The squids were dancing. And the other sea dragon princesses, they got busy making beautiful gowns and polishing all of their scales. "I'm going to be the most beautiful one. No, it's going to be me. I'm going to be chosen." But there was one sea dragon princess who was unlike all the rest of them. "A ball? I don't know about balls. How am I supposed to go to a ball?" She looked in a glinting piece of shell. "Well, they'll just have to accept me as I am." She didn't polish her scales. She didn't brush her yellow teeth. And she didn't do anything about the red streaks in her eyes. I'm perfect the way I am." The coaches were sent. The seahorses came with the clamshells attached and picked up all of the people who were coming to the kingdom for the ball. And the musicians were blowing the shell horns inside of the palace, and a feast had been set. "I'm so excited," said the queen. And the king said, "Well, yes, I hope it goes over well, my dear." And the prince, "I don't even want this to happen." But soon all of the horns were blown and the golden doors were opened, and the princesses of the sea began to climb down the golden stairway. And they looked all about, and they were hoping everyone would notice them. They had done up their bits of seaweed to look like a wig, and their gowns were embellished with beautiful shells. And each of them came and stood off to the side and noticed all the good food and listened to the music and swayed. And just when the doors were about to close, that one sea dragon princess arrived. She did not polish her scales. Her teeth were all yellow. Her eyes were red. Her nostrils were flaring. And she just tramped right in. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Well, everybody, I'm here. Is this what I'm supposed to be here for? Everyone was shocked. Who is that? And then the gossip started. She's not dressed very nicely. No, she's not. Who does she think she is? Why is she here? But the prince was standing there watching this very strange princess. He looked her over. He got a smile. He looked at the other ones who were all fancied up. They didn't interest him. She went down the stairwell and she tripped to make her entrance. He went over and lifted her up. May I help you, my dear? Well, who are you? I'm the prince. Oh, didn't know there was a prince. And the king and the queen just shook their head and kind of said, no, not her, not her. Move away from her. But when the music started, the Prince Sea Dragon grabbed this humble, disheveled sea dragon princess. And they started to dance. She had never danced before, and she stepped on his claws. But he twirled her, and they danced for hours. And as only can happen in a fairy tale, his heart started beating faster. He looked her in the red-streaked eyes. He looked at her yellow teeth. And he was falling deeply in love with her. As the evening wore on, they held their claws together. He wrapped his big paws around her. She smiled at him. And when the clock struck midnight, he got down on his dragon knees. And he looked her in the eye and put his paw and claw into her claw. And he said, I'm in love with you. Will you marry me? And you could hear his mother gasping, oh! And everyone else froze. But he stood up proudly and said, I love this beautiful princess. I have asked her to be my bride. Oh, yeah, I guess I will. But, my mom has to come to the wedding, and she might need to come and visit from time to time because I don't want to leave her all by herself in our kingdom. That will be fine, my dear princess. That will be fine. Mother, father, please send out the decree, and in 3 days we'll gather again for the wedding. Well, the beautiful princesses who had bothered to clean themselves up were quite distraught. Can you imagine that? Look at her. She's going to be a queen. Huh. I don't know what he sees in her. But they all left. And now they needed to prepare for the wedding. So everyone was busy. There was a bustle and a hustle throughout the undersea kingdom. And the gown, a beautiful gown, was made for the sea dragon princess. Her teeth were polished. Her eyes were dipped into drops to remove the redness. Her scales were polished, and a beautiful sheer gown made from the sea fans and the coral. She was decorated with shells and stones from a buried treasure from long ago, and a crown was put upon her head. And on the day of the wedding, everyone was looking so dandy, and the feast was set, and they said their vows. And in a short time, they went away to their quarters. And that's when the trouble began. The sea princess, the sea dragon princess, she started crying when her mother left in a coach. I want my mommy! I want my mommy! Why does my mommy have to go? I want my mommy! And she started crying and wailing. I want my mommy! And whining and shrieking. And the prince was taken aback that his beautiful bride was having such a tantrum. And he tried to soothe her, but nothing soothed her. And it was a terrible noise throughout the kingdom, and everybody heard it for 7 days and 7 nights. And the prince went in and said, my dear, beautiful wife, what can I do to help you? I want my mommy, and I want her to come and live here. Well, that can be done. I know, but the only thing that'll make me happier is if you get me a live monkey's liver. But dear, we live under the sea. Monkeys are animals that live on the land. Where will I find a live monkey's liver? I don't care. I'll cry until you get me one. And she kept crying. Everybody was nervous in the kingdom, for they heard her wailing day in and day out. And they said, Prince, you must do something. And his parents said, you must be something. You have to restore the peace to our kingdom. And he thought, and he called his trusty servants, and one of them was the jellyfish. But that jellyfish at that time had a spine, and he had flippers that would allow him to walk on the land or swim in the sea. And he said, who will help me solve the problem? We need a live monkey's liver, but you can't tell the monkey about it. And Jellyfish said, sir, I am your trusted servant. I will go because I can go on the land where monkeys live, and then I can bring the monkey back here. Oh, thank you, my good trusted servant, but do not let the monkey know why you need its liver. I promise, sir. The very next morning, Jellyfish slithered up through the deepness of the sea and on to the top, and he began to swim as fast as he could go. And when he got up to take a breath, he looked around, and there was an island with white sand, palm trees, and he thought, maybe a monkey lives there. So he made it onto the shore and slid himself and on each of his flippers right to the tall palm tree. Now, I wonder what a monkey looks like. He didn't even know. He'd never seen a monkey. But someone had told him they had fur, and they liked to climb up in trees, and they had long curly tails. So he looked up in the coconut tree, and there was a monkey. And the monkey was playing with the coconuts and he knocked one down and almost knocked the jellyfish out. "Are you a monkey?" "Yes, yes, yes, I am." "Oh, monkey, monkey, I want to take you to a new land where mangoes, papayas, and coconuts and pineapple grow. A new land where you won't have to worry about men putting you in cages." "Why should I go? Why should I go? I have everything I need here." "Oh, it's a magical, mystical land. Climb upon my back, and I shall take you there." And that's what the monkey did. But do you think the monkey was going to like going in the ocean? Monkeys do not like to be in the ocean. But the monkey thought, I really want those mangoes and pineapples. Oh, I can't wait. Take me there, take me there. So the greedy little monkey climbed on the back of the jellyfish, and the jellyfish started swimming through the sea. But halfway across, the monkey got nervous. Jellyfish, jellyfish. The water's getting so deep, I'm starting to lose sight of the island. Where are we going? I don't see any land. Don't worry, monkey. I will take you to this wonderful land. They swam a little further, and the island was getting smaller, and monkey was getting nervous, and he poked the jellyfish again, said, "Jellyfish, jellyfish," and he wouldn't stop poking. And finally, jellyfish said, "Monkey, we have a princess who will not be quiet. She's screaming. We need peace in our kingdom, and she needs a live monkey's liver." At that moment, he realized what he said and losing his temper. And the monkey said, "Oh, you need my liver? Well, let me tell you something. When I am climbing up those coconut trees, I do not want my heavy liver inside of me. So I have a little zipper pouch right here on the side. And I take my liver out and I hang it on the coconut tree. And well, if you want my liver, you got to go back to the island." Oh, what have I done? Thought the jellyfish. He swam back to the island. And of course, as soon as he went upon the shore, the monkey hopped off and proceeded to go very, very quickly up through the treetops and disappear. The jellyfish looked up in the tree. There was no liver. "I've been tricked. And what will I say to the prince and the king?" He swam back quickly through the water and dove down deep into the kingdom. And he went before the king, the queen, and the prince of the sea dragons. But he could still hear the sound, "I want my mommy! I want my mommy!" She was still distraught. And everybody was unhappy in the kingdom. "Jellyfish, where's the live monkey's liver? I don't see it." "Sir, I have betrayed you. I did have a monkey. But the monkey kept pecking me and pointing on me and driving me crazy. And I slipped and told him why we needed it." "You what? You what?" "I'm sorry, sir." The prince got angry because he was so distraught and he was so upset of the crying that wouldn't stop. And he picked up his trusted servant, the jellyfish, threw him up in the air. And when he landed, all of his bones were in pieces. They had been shattered. But the jellyfish was still alive. But now the jellyfish just undulated on the water with tentacles hanging down. and the jellyfish could no longer go on the land, could only float at the mercy of the currents. The prince ran up through the kingdom and up through the castle, and he went into the room of his dear new bride and said, "We tried to get you a live monkey's liver, but we couldn't, as monkeys only live on land." "Oh, really? I was wondering if you would have noticed my trick." "Trick?" "I was just waiting to see how much you loved me, because I didn't know you very long. And you did. You went all the way to the ends of the earth to find me a live monkey's liver. You sent your servant to do so." "What?" "Oh, I do love you. And I am grateful now to be here. And I know my mother is coming to live here as well. And that will make me so happy." They embraced. "Will you promise to stop screaming?" "Yes, I will, now that I know you truly love me." Well, the kingdom celebrated again, for everything was quiet. And in a few years, there were lots of baby sea dragons. And there were also multiple jellyfish undulating in the water as they go along. And that story has an origin in several places, one of them being China, and it also has been found in the Polynesian islands. And it is why jellyfish has no bones. I am grateful to have been able to share my stories, to see my friend Lewis and John again, and all of our guests, and David in Texas, and Latifa and her friends in Morocco and Marrakesh. It is a beautiful time to tell those stories. Hello, I'm so glad you joined in. Thank you for being here today as part of the World Storytelling Cafe, Stories for Children. I'm Debra Weller, storyteller. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'll be on my way. You listened well to my stories today. I want to thank you and to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I hope to see you soon again someday. Goodbye. Quack, quack, quack. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Oh, and there's my other friend over there. Thank you. If you want to take your mics off and let me hear your voices, it would be lovely to hear you. Oh my gosh, King Louis, do you have, what kind of bird is that?
It's a toucan.
I love it.
No, it's a different type of a penguin.
It's the fancy one with the fancy feathers.
It's a rockhopper penguin.
A rockhopper penguin. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Marvelous.
glad you had that puppet.
Well, thank you, Deborah. That was wonderful. And just great voices. You've got nearly as many voices as David in Austin. Different sort of voices. That is.
David, we're glad
thank you, Waleed, for flying the magic carpet as always. What have we got coming up next Tuesday? We have our young international tellers, and that's 5 o'clock in the evening, UK, Irish, and Moroccan time. And next Friday, I haven't the faintest idea because I'm sitting out in the middle of the field without my diary and my schedule in front of me. But I will have that on Monday, and it'll go up on the website. Meanwhile, thank you very much for listening. if anyone, if we were in a bar in Florida and Deborah just done a set, there would be a tip jar somewhere. So we have a tip jar. So a little hat at the bottom if anyone wants to put anything in that. So she can buy another puppet or something. That would be magnificent. But meanwhile, thank you all for attending. Great turnout. Have a wonderful summer. Stay safe, everybody, whatever the temperature. And
Yes, it
we'll
is
see you on
hot.
Tuesday. David, you want to say something?
Thank you very much.
No, I was just saying praise. Yes, that the heat is horrible
Oh.
here right now.
Yeah.
We're back into triple digits and no
Whoa.
rain.
Yeah, it's like that in France. Not so much here. That's why I've just gone and put on my cloak. But,
I saw that you had a cloak on.
And I'm
well-
jealous that you have cool weather.
In VM,
yes. Well, Louis, we'll see you next Friday.
I'll see you next
Undoubtedly.
week as well, John.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Latifa and family and everyone else who joined us tonight.
Thank you very
Meanwhile,
much.
bye-bye,
Bye.
Latifa,
Bye.
Marcia,
Thank you very
Mike,
much.
David,
Thank
Deborah,
you. Bye.
God, everyone else,
Bye.
Louis, Waleed, and anyone who's watching not there. My phone is being very well behaved. It's down to a little red dot with 20%. So I better say good night, everyone. Or good
Good night,
afternoon, depending on
everyone.
where you are in this big wide world.
Latifa, I love
Thank you.
your
Thank you. Thank you.
faces. Bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Did you enjoy the story?
Yes. Yes. It was
I saw
dark.
you. I
Yeah.
saw you singing.
It
I
was
saw you.
wonderful as your shows always are.
Oh, and have
Thank
you
you
started?
very much.
You're welcome. Have you started school again?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
After the summer heat.
Yeah,
then
in
start-
September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I love seeing your faces. And
Thank you
Louis,
very
thank you
much.
so much.
yeah.
Bye
We
bye,
also
everyone. Take
bye.
care.
Thank you very much.
Bye.